Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To some fantastic news on the recovery drive. And I hope you will be as excited as we are. And we're hoping that David T. Rosen and Greg will join us in time as well. And yeah, I think tonight is a watershed moment. This week is a watershed moment for the recovery drive. We've been going since the 23rd of June this year and started on Co-op 50/50. We have got exactly 2,602 registered and paid members on Co-op 50/50. And about 707 of them have automatically been upgraded already to Co-op Crowd 25. People have asked us in the last couple of months that they can get access to the position, can see how they grow, etc., which has become to us a challenge. We had to also look at the recovery drive and what we're offering at the legalities, and also make 100% sure that we are compliant. And in that regard, we appointed a compliance officer, international compliance officer, giving us a whole lot of good advice. And yeah, from that advice and approaching David T. Rosen, the founder of Co-op Life, we had a very, very interesting week. And what I think, without further ado, let me start with the presentation, because all shall be revealed as we go through the presentation. All right, so we've been to the welcoming part, to exciting updates. As you can see, we've got a man on top of the hill here overlooking absolutely everything. He's on top of the world. He's just emblazing freedom. And let's see how we can actually create that for every single Recovery Drive member on the Recovery Drive and any future Recovery Drive members.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most exciting opportunity ever. We are introducing the world's most reliable, fully automated, self-driving ecosystem that will blow your mind. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. Together, we will embrace this global opportunity to raise funds for each other, to raise funds for equal access, opportunities, representation, and sustainability, to raise funds for something bigger, to raise funds cooperatively to recover our losses, to raise funds cooperatively to restore everyone's hopes and dreams. We will all achieve this through a brilliant crowdfunding donation system where we focus to become the world's largest pay-it-forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Co-op Life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Life Recovery Drive for the love of freedom.
And it is the love of freedom that we want to create for everybody. Whichever freedom you choose, we want to provide the freedom of being totally financially free. But before we carry on with the overview, let's go through a few disclaimers. That the information shared in this presentation is not considered as financial advice. And as members of Co-op Life Recovery Drive and Co-op Life, we are not financial advisors, and we are merely sharing our personal experience of this incredible opportunity. And this is certainly not an investment. And as we go through the overview, you will understand why we say that this is not an investment. Now, tonight we've got important recovery drive announcements. And we need to elaborate on that, where that came off, and decisions that have been taken by the forum. Firstly, the forum request to Co-op Life's founder, David T. Rosen, regarding our Co-op Life Recovery Drive's 50/50 platform. And it was to provide limited and locked access to members' back offices to see their growth of their position. To change the automatic upgrade to Co-op Crowd 25 when the member's account is cycling on the 250 level. Reason for that, there is sufficient funds then in the digital wallet to upgrade, as well as ensuring that the wheelhouses can carry on cycling, especially the 25 and the 150. Next one is to implement a minimum balance of $8,000 on everybody's Co-op wallet, so that donations can be re-entered to ensure that members continuously receive their donations with every cycle. The recovery drive always maintained that we will stay compliant. However, we had one big challenge. Well, a couple of challenges. Firstly, keeping members from accessing their Co-op wallet only after they have completed all 8 levels, in other words, reached and cycled on the 4,000 wheelhouse. The reason for that challenge is that if anybody out there will have limited and locked access to their dashboard on Co-op 50/50, they can see, firstly, how they grow on the different wheelhouses. Secondly, they can see the total donations received versus the total donations sent to fellow members. The difference obviously will be in your Co-op wallet, in your digital wallet. But if, like Heinrich always says, there's somebody out there that is about to lose their house because they in arrears on their monthly mortgage repayments, and they see that they've got about $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 in their wallet, and they can't access it, they could go to lawyers, and the lawyers can approach us and say, you've got to release those funds. Because even our T's and C's will not stand up in court when that happens. And the recovery drive is on goodwill of all the people, but there is hardship out there. And even our compliance officer has mentioned that it would be very difficult when we get approached by attorneys to open wallets and over the account to people. Also, for the forum to provide adequate and continuous feedback to all members on the growth of each and every one single position. And with part of our T's and C's, where we said you donate between 3,000 and 5,000 to the main recovery account, so we can have sufficient funds to bring in more people on a pay-it-forward structure, accessing the members' private Co-op wallet to ensure the 3,000 to 5,000 once-off donation to the main recovery funding account by ourselves would be certainly problematic. So the forum and other members were involved in various discussions with David T. Rosen, the founder, and Greg Baldwin included, to look at all those suggestions. But it's for the second time that David T. Rosen was quite adamant that in his suggestions to move the entire recovery drive and all its members from Co-op 50/50 to Co-op Crowd 25 and have everybody activated immediately. There were some serious discussions of that, and our forum and a whole lot of members had to really think hard about it. We needed to understand the Co-op Crowd 25 and the 250 in much more depth. We by now understood exactly how the 50/50 works in the Mobius loop, with all the automation and upgrading to the different wheelhouses, and the Co-op 50/50 is certainly unpredictable. We've always also posed the question to David, and apologies, I spelled his name incorrectly as a David with a T. I probably had T. Rosen on my mind. Apologies, David. It must be a D. And oh gosh, I lost my, everybody's all right, activated. We had to look what is the best for the whole recovery drive. So the Mobius loot was unpredictable. And yeah, we asked David whether there's anything wrong with Co-op 50/50. And categorically he said, there's nothing wrong with Co-op 50/50. It is the second best donations, crowdfunding donations platform in the world. The best one in the world is Co-op Crowd 25 and 250. So the benefits are the following. By moving over. Now remember also that on Co-op 50/50, once we hand over the account to you, per cycle, you would receive 23,925, but a third of that must always be used to re-enter in all the 8 wheelhouses so that you can get another 23,000. So the net amount that you would receive, as we always spoken on our Zooms, is just above 15,000 per cycle, whenever that cycle happens. And if no new people come into the system, cycling will stop. So we know from the recovery drive with our pay it forward concept and how we've planned everything, we will not run out of people and funds for that. But the maximum we would get per cycle on all 8 wheelhouses is $15,000 net. In Co-op Crowd, it becomes unlimited, and we will show that to you just now. So the benefits are the following. As and when we transition over to Co-op 50/50, from Co-op 50/50 over to Co-op Crowd 25, members will have full access to their positions and their back office and can immediately see their growth on Co-op Crowd and all the members that are in their 10 levels of this 3x10 matrix. Members will also have access to their Co-op wallet immediately and are able to withdraw their funds when required. This is what David said. The recovery drive is here to help people, together with his mission of eradicating poverty around the world. Why would we want to keep people's money in their back office until they cycle only on the 4,000 level? So here, members will have immediate access now to their wallet. And every month there must be $25 going in there, together with a $3 fee. There will be a limit on that wallet so that it can happen automatically. The recovery drive will carry on as planned with minor changes and the following benefits. Firstly, we will have no liability in holding back members' Co-op wallets and funds. So there is no threat to the recovery drive because there's no liability, but there is also, like David said, no liability on his program, on his platform, which was very important to us as well. The forum will also immediately access the funds in all the recovery funding accounts, and we're able to fund more of the Super 6 members, as well as helping people in our current recovery queue. Since we launched the recovery queue on our website, where people can apply with all their details to be compliant, we've got more than 170 applications in already. So we will not run out of names when we now access our funds and bring the rest of the Super 6 members in, as well as people from the recovery queue. This is the best decision for the benefit of all participants in the recovery drive, as well as any and other large groups considering joining the recovery drive. So the Co-op 50/50 cooperative, as we have had it, will be put on ice. And we will go forward from here onwards on Co-op Crowd 25. And through Co-op Crowd 25, people will go and multiply their donations income by 10 on Co-op Crowd to 50. But let's just refresh our minds on Co-op Crowd.
What's your 84?
That's a weird question.
That's because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
Maybe you're starting a business, saving animals, saving people. Maybe you need to save yourself. Whatever that is, we believe you can do it in 84 days. Sounds pretty incredible, right? But what am I talking about? It's called Co-op Crowd, and it's the smartest, easiest, most rewarding way to crowdfund. Traditional crowdfunding is cool, but you'll soon realize it's limited. There you are, all on your own, asking for money. Sure, your heart's in the right place, but what if there was an even better way where we all helped each other? Co-op Crowd effectively unleashes the power of the people, leverage and sharing to help everyone reach their goals. With the Co-op Crowd, people are not just giving a little and leaving. Here, everyone that gives can also receive, until everyone has funded their own cause. Now that's crowdfunding, turning givers into receivers. Co-op Crowd is the result of over 20 years of experience developing and perfecting the crowdfunding industry, where we've helped more than 1 million people around the world raise over $1 billion for their individual causes. And here is why Co-op Crowd is like crowdfunding with an unfair advantage. Let's say you are, I don't know, building a new home for all your cats and need some extra money. Hey, cats are people too, and we can't all save the world. Would you prefer clown college?
Seriously? Let's not.
Okay, cats it is. So now what do? With Co-op Crowd, you can find and support a cause that means something to you. You can then register as an active donor for just $1 a day. A portion of that donation goes to a cause of your choice, plus helps as many as 9 other causes. And as usual in crowdfunding, you start your own campaign asking for people to donate to your cause. Only this time, they can join in the cooperative, give to your cause, and help others while getting funded for a cause of their own. And here is where the magic really happens. Once a few of your donors become active donors themselves, the shared donations just keep growing. As each donation is added to the cooperative, it starts a chain reaction, helping 10 causes receive a piece of the pie, over and over again. Think of how many cats you could house then.
The cat thing was your idea, remember?
Or maybe you could go on to save the world. Whatever it is, you can easily see it all happen before your eyes with our online portal. And even better, you can withdraw your money whenever you want, even right away.
So what's the catch?
I get it. It seems all too easy. There isn't one. And if you want, we'll even let you try it free. You choose your goals and then use Co-op Crowd to fund them. With the help of a few friends, you can all reach your funding goals in just 84 days. All you need is the dream, and the crowd does the rest. So what's your 84?
I'm thinking.
Don't go it alone. It's time to engage the crowd. Co-op Crowd. We give, share, and receive our way to wealth, and we turn givers into receivers.
So Co-op Crowd is certainly a new kind of crowdfunding, and we're here to raise funds for everything to live debt-free, stress-free, physically free, and that is for $1 a day. So in our community, in the Co-op Life community, we all give, share, and receive. And I want you to listen to the very pertinent information shared by actual Co-op members on how the crowdfunding and Co-op Crowd will work.
We use Co-op Crowd because we help each other.
That's what we do. We fund one another.
We each raise funds for something bigger.
Each time we raise funds for equality.
It's time we raise funds for sustainability.
It's time we raise funds for equal access, opportunities, and representation.
Cooperatively, we are stronger. But it's up to us to ensure the change is for the better.
Working together to fund all the right causes.
And we can help fund them through Co-op Crowd.
If we each do a little,
we can all receive a lot.
Cooperative crowdfunding.
We fund one and we fund all.
So the Co-op Life Recovery Drive, we are still got the same ambition of becoming the largest automated paid forward crowdfunding donation system. We do have the two platforms, the Co-op Life Recovery Drive and Co-op Life. So we had our initial funders and funders funding the Co-op Life Recovery Drive and sponsoring Super 6 members to get this project off the ground. But any new members who wish to recover financially on other platforms that closed, they can fund their own positions and optionally sponsor Super 6 members or other members. Super 6 members don't have to pay for their position. However, if they want to be higher up, they can pay for an extra position and sponsor themselves. In Co-op Life, we now have got two platforms, Co-op Crowd 25 and Co-op Crowd 250, two peer-to-peer donations platforms. You will have your own private digital wallet, and all donations from these two platforms being received and sent happens through your secure private wallet. So we start off still through the Co-op Life Recovery Drive, going to Co-op Life, starting you off now, in future on Co-op Crowd 25. Check that mark. Once you activate it, Co-op Crowd grows and grows, and eventually will upgrade you automatically through your wallet to Co-op Crowd 250, and we check that mark as well. Now, these are the two platforms, Co-op Crowd 25 and 250. So we start off in the 3x10 matrix being $25 every single month, plus a $3 fee. This is the world's first system where you will be receiving monthly donations. You've got your own private digital Co-op wallet, and all donations sent through the system go through your digital wallet. Then you will eventually move over to the Co-op Crowd 250 and activate it there, where your contributions will be $250 into the system every single month. And you will know that 3 people being placed below you, and that is what Co-op Recovery Drive does. We place 3 paid people below you, personals. And when that happens, your donation becomes free every single month. And once again, all donations received from 250 goes through the same digital wallet. Now, there are 3 ways to receive from your 25 donations that you make per month, plus the $3 fee per month. It's a 3x10 matrix. It has got 10 generations up and down. And firstly, 100% of all donations are shared peer-to-peer between all participants on Co-op Crowd. Nothing goes to the company, nothing goes to a middleman, nothing goes to a third party. Your donations are shared between everybody participating. But 100% of your donations that you do every month are split in 3 ways. 25% is primary donations, goes to the person above you, the inviter. 50% of cooperative donations are shared up to 10 causes in those 10 generations, those 10 levels. And when you become a qualified donor, meaning that you have got 3 personals, and the recovery drive will ensure that every single person in the recovery drive entering Co-op Crowd will have 3 personals, making sure that you will qualify for unlimited bonus donations coming through. So Co-op Crowd 25 has got the following levels, and you can see what your donations income is. So every month you will still do your donations on all the levels. You will have 10 generations down, and the amount of people in the matrix that are in the different generations are active donors, 3, 12, 39, 120, 363, and it carries on because everybody has to bring in 3 personals to increase, and eventually the matrix under you will have 88,572 people. And we do believe that through Co-op Recovery Drive, we can assist you to get to that 88,000, each and every single person in this drive. Now, the income, the donation that you will be receiving, just on the first level is $26, covering your $25 of donations that you're going to do every month. When those 3 people bring in 3 people, there will be 12 people active donors, and you will be unlocking your bonuses. And $38 is what you will be receiving every month. Now, we still want to encourage, because we are now losing from our T's and C's that we had on Co-op 50/50, the $5,000 donation that you would have made to the Recovery Drive's main account to help other people, because you had $15,000 to $40,000 in that wallet. That is now falling away. So as soon as you're on level 4, and you will have 120 active donors below you, you'll be receiving $249 every single month. And from one of the months, in the earlier months, we would like you to donate at least $100, buy 3 tokens, so that we can pay it forward to 3 other people. And if everybody in the system does that, can you imagine how many more people we can help? And as you go through the different levels up to level 10, you will eventually be earning $175,589 every single month. That's just a little bit more than the $15,000 on Co-op 50/50 that we talked about per cycle. This system is mathematically predictable. This is one of the main reasons we went over, together with giving access to your position and to your wallet, that we didn't have the liability anymore. But remember, on stage 2, when you got 3 people under each of the 3 people that you brought in, it unlocks your unlimited bonuses. And eventually, when you're in 10 levels, those total bonuses at that stage will be 972,753. You can add that to 175,589 every single month, ladies and gentlemen. It's certainly something to get excited about. So remember, when we did the project planning, the feasibility and the planning, we had 8,700 people that we wanted to help to refund. They put money into a pump and dump as well, into a scam. The forum were part of that. But if we want to place 3 personals under each of these people, only the top 2,900 from within this group will get 3 personals. And 5,800 people have no personals, which was a big challenge to us. And we had a solution in the Recovery Drive with our terms and conditions. And there will be amendments to our terms and conditions. So the terms and conditions pertaining to Co-op Life Recovery Co-op Crowd, apologies, I need to take that one out there, the 50/50. Firstly, people still have to register. Payments has to be done strictly by crypto within 72 hours. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, that going onto Co-op Crowd 25 now, we're talking plus the $3 fee. We can now bring people in at $28 to $30 to activate their positions, and not $60 anymore. Now, $60 with crypto fees and everything ended up between $81 and $90, depending on the fluctuations of the cryptocurrencies. Now it's a much lower and easy accessible to people around the world to get in. So the limited access on the second term of conditions will not be there anymore. And the third T's and C's, your once-off donation from your accumulated funds in your private wallet to the main recovery account to sponsor referrals, participating in per recovery drive, pay it full concept. And then we share this opportunity. So we still want you to share the opportunity with a minimum of 3 or more people, whenever you want to, so that their accounts can be activated by our pay it forward concept. And then there was the account transfer. We don't have to do the account transfer anymore. So the terms and conditions will be amended. We've got the amended automated 6 6-step participation process. Everybody still has to register via our online link, because you got to accept the terms and conditions. You got to accept that we will contact you in future on your mobile, via email, etc. So we got to comply with the POPI Act. But when you register, there are currently more than 10,000 members, 2,602 already registered and paid. We've got plenty of others in line, increasing daily, that we got to bring in here. We onboard everybody. New members will be placed onto our spreadsheets, registered with Co-op Lives, Co-op Crowd 25 from now onwards. The recovery drive will also take members from the queue waiting to be placed, so that both of you will benefit from the numbers coming in. Crypto payment still in 72 hours for new members coming in. Step 4, the monitoring. The forum team will now manage the project, monitor and analyze the progress and growth of the entire recovery drive group, not of your personal positions anymore. The entire group. A monthly feedback will be provided on the entire group's growth through our website, Telegram channel, and through Facebook. Step number 5 now is the pay it forward or donation. So participate in the recovery drive's culture of helping other people. We want to create and install a culture within the recovery drive to help other people through our pay it forward concept. So when you've reached level 4 and receiving 173 or even more every month, make a donation to the recovery funding account and we will fund 3 more people. Member to member transfers. And then you share. Help everybody in the recovery drive share this opportunity with a minimum of 3 or more people who need more money, and pay it forward for them to participate in the recovery drive. When they accept, and there will be challenges that we will put out as well, and competitions. We will be looking at the challenges that is currently on by Co-op Crowd from the corporate side and see how we can use it in our system as well. So these new people also have to register and then go through the 6-step process. So let's have a look at the structured approach very quickly. We had the main recovery funding account. We put recovery funding accounts there. Initially it was 2, added a 3rd, and then we decided we're going to prepare for Co-op Crowd 25, where everybody has to bring in 3 personals so they qualify for all the bonuses in future as well. So there's 3, 6 personal accounts. There we go. Let's get the breakdown quickly on each of the recovery funding accounts. We had initially 3 major funders there. We added another 3 major funders. So we had 36 major funders funding our project so that we can get it off the ground by donating and funding a whole lot of Super 6 people. And the gentleman's agreement is here that we do pay these major funders back within 6 months. So we had 6 personals there. But these people all wanted to donate in future more. And we decided to create another 3 more recovery funding accounts, or call it company accounts if you want to call it that. So now the recovery funding accounts, each of those 6 have got 9 personals, 36 major funders, and in total, 25 recovery funding accounts. And when these in the Co-op Crowd now start producing every single month, we will use all that money to pay it forward to a whole lot of people that cannot afford it, but we expect them to fall in with our culture of paying it forward to other people and grow this enormous matrix. So membership joining options. With the T's and C's, donate towards your own position and optionally sponsor additional recovery drive members. Donate $100 when you reach level 4 and your wallet receives $173 or more in monthly donations. And once again, share this opportunity to benefit an additional minimum of 3 or more members. And we reduce the options that we have here for people to join. So you can join your own position for $30, but when that crypto payment is made, the estimated total costs, crypto and other fees, is about $57. Option 2 is donate towards your own position and sponsor additional 2 members, a total of $90. The estimated $125, including crypto and other fees. In option 3, your own position and sponsor 4 additional members. That's $150, ladies and gentlemen. Estimated total cost with crypto fees included, $210. Let's look at the benefit to members. We always say no recruiting, but we do say share this opportunity with other people. When you go out and share this opportunity for people to participate in the recovery drive, they don't have to recruit, because we got recovery funding accounts that can bring in people from the recovery queue and still from Super 6. But you will share and refer other people, and we can help them. No personal admin required. Automated online registration process, automate position placement, automate donation payments. And remember, I said 100% of all donations are shared peer-to-peer between the participating members. Nothing goes to the company, third party. You receive unlimited donations. There's a fully automated transaction history in your private decentralized digital wallet. You can get that information, give it to your accountant or your tax advisor. So you can still pay your dues on revenues in the country to those authorities where you live in, and enjoy your financial freedom, receiving monthly donations. And then share your experience of this life-changing, exciting opportunity with others by donating their positions to become just like you, financially free, debt-free, and stress-free. So we still have member registrations, automated registration process. The links are on our website. You will get immediate confirmation that we received your application. But you will also receive an email with a copy of your application so that you know the details that you completed there. We also ask for the next of kin. If something happens to you, your person, your next of kin, your family must benefit from your actions by participating. But our online member applications will be amended to include the new terms of conditions. We will continue making sure that every single person coming through the recovery drive onto Co-op Crowd will have their 3 paid personals. So that everybody will automatically qualify, receiving all available donations, including bonuses due to you on Co-op Crowd, not Co-op 50/50. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Co-op Life Recovery Drive. And as we say, it is your drive. And our ambition is to create the world's largest automated paid forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Co-op Life. And this was our logo, approved by David T. Rosen. So help us to help you, and cooperatively, we will help everybody else. And I hope you are all excited on these changes that we've made. And thank you for attending. And we certainly hope that we will make your world spin around from here onwards. And enjoy your new tomorrow. And live your dreams once again. On our website, we created a couple of initiatives. The first one is the Recovery Drive queue. So people can queue, come through the Recovery Drive, come through our door into Co-op Crowd 25 to become debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. On the website, there's a registration form to be able to put yourself in the queue. But any time down the line, when you've got the additional funds, you are welcome to get out of the queue and pay for your position. Otherwise, wait until the recovery funding accounts will pay for your position on a paid forward basis. We've also launched a Recovery Drive November competition. For the person that refers the most people coming into the Recovery Drive, the first prize is a $2,500 crypto payment to you, or equivalent value holiday for you and your partner to the same value, possibly making one of your dreams come true. We've also got our Recovery Drive partners page. These are all the different groups that are joining this Recovery Drive, and we give them their identity for all their members participating in our Recovery Drive, through that in Co-op Live on Co-op Crowd 25 and 250. Then we got our charity page as well, the Recovery Drive Helping Hands. People can apply here to purchase a position for a charity, but they also have to purchase a position for themselves to participate in the Recovery Drive. Because we all say, givers become receivers. You give a position to a charity, and you will be starting to receive as well. After this, we'll have a Q&A and any comments from you. But before we do that, I'd like to quickly go through our first glimpse of our promotional video. And I hope you enjoy this one. We are working to even better this video, but this is the first attempt from our guys.
Everything happens for a reason. You may not be able to understand it at that moment, but the reason shall reveal itself sometime in the future. The pandemic has caused havoc around the world. Companies and businesses closed. People lost their jobs, various jobs are not relevant anymore, and people are left destitute. We all know someone who have lost loved ones, their partners, family members, friends, colleagues, and acquaintances. We continuously receive negative news through various media sources, affecting our way of thinking and our everyday way of life. Everyone reacting differently, even causing division in our communities. This affects all humans around the world, no matter what your culture, beliefs, or religious views are. Every person desperately wants to engage with family, friends, colleagues, and make new acquaintances all over the world and continuously create new experiences and memories. We are social beings and thrive on direct social interactions. As the norm, people tend not to stand together in challenging times, but the time has come now for us to create an environment where we need to aspire and reach out to each other in order to fulfill our dreams and collaborate towards our common goals. When last in hard and difficult times did we stand together, help each other in creating an environment where we individually aspire to reach out to fulfill our dreams and collaborate towards our common goals? We all need to take care of each other, help each other, inspire each other, and ensure we do not lose our connection to each other. Our world, as we know it, has changed, and some of us have lost faith and hopes and have been forced into situations totally out of our comfort zone. You may have looked for new opportunities to earn extra money, to survive day to day, to save for a comfortable lifestyle, or even to reach your dream lifestyle. And for the elderly amongst us, just to be able to retire comfortably without having to worry about money to carry you through your retirement years and enjoy retirement as it should be. Many of us joined numerous opportunities, which looked promising and lucrative, then suddenly being shocked to the core by the unexpected closure of some platforms and losing funds and hard-earned pension funds, causing untold anxiety and depression, leaving us destitute without any hope for a future. These are situations most of us have never experienced, and we are looking for answers no one can provide. In these trying times, most of us reached a point where we do not trust anybody or any new projects, but there are people and communities out there who indeed still care, are honest, have integrity, and would like to make a difference with an open heart, by offering legit platforms, with possibilities for us to rekindle our dreams that we were inspired to but have suddenly been destroyed. For all of us to be in a position once again where hopes and dreams becomes a reality, we must create new hopes, new dreams, and in the process help each other to achieve the same victory and upliftment offered to us. We have paved the way forward with many hours of hard work, dedication, and determination to provide a simple but brilliant concept to help recover funds that have been lost by placing these on pump and dump platforms, run by scrupulous and very clever scammers. So why not join hands with people that are in the same situation, who are hesitant in taking a step, but are willing to give it one more try, willing to work towards a brighter future, not only for you, but also for your children and generations to come. We can and will leave a legacy. Join the Recovery Drive. where we are collaborating with each other to ensure that the future is brighter and greater than a single mind can comprehend. Help us to help you, and cooperatively we help everyone else. Join us to become debt-free, financially free, and stress-free. Join the recovery drive for the love of freedom. Please go back to the person who has shared this video with you, or visit the website www.coopliferecoverydrive.com.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our news. And Heinrich, I just want to find out, do we have David and Greg with us on here?
Hi, Robert. I've been talking to David now on WhatsApp the whole time. He's struggling to come in. He had a meeting on, and he said he's going to try, he's on his way to the office and try and log in as soon as he can. Okay. So, yeah, we haven't got him on the call, and the room was I did created an waiting room for him, so maybe he will still come on. But he apologized and said that he ran late, and he will join us on the next Zoom.
Okay, is Greg in by any chance?
No, they were both together.
Okay, right. Well, these things happen, as they say. Let us just tell you the heart of David T. Rosen when he made the suggestion that we move over the entire Recovery Drive group. As we said, we had in total 2,000, I just want to quickly do this, a gallery, 2,602 Recovery Drive members registered and paid for. 707 of them are already on Co-op Crowd. Leaving was with 1,895 people. And you times that by $30, we had to come up with $56,850. So our team and the admin ladies have been working for the last 3 days, going through each and every single account to see what is the total amount in everybody's wallets. There were quite a lot of people that only had about $2 or $3, etc., because they didn't have any personals in there yet, and they haven't cycled. But all the major funders, together with all the recovery funding accounts at the top, the Recovery Drive and the forum decided we take all those funds to use to register everybody on Co-op Crowd. And David T. Rosen made us an offer, and he said, for every $1 that you got in the Recovery Drive, I will match it with another $1, so that we can get as many people as possible over there. We've done the exercise, and we can say that we got about $48,000. So maybe David T. Rosen doesn't even have to dig so deep in his pocket, but we want to thank him for the opportunity. And we are able to get every single Recovery Drive member onto Co-op Crowd. And the top recovery accounts will also now start producing funds every month that we can pay it forward to other people. And I see that David managed to come on, and we really want to welcome him here. And yeah, David, I think over to you. Heinrich can, yeah, please, David, talk to our members. We will ask them just now whether they're happy. We had our lunchtime Zoom, which was attended by 60 people, and there was not one person unhappy. So your generous offer that you made to us and the transition, obviously people have been asking how quickly can we transition over, and I'm pretty sure we can start finalizing it this week, and then systematically start handing over all those positions to the people that they can have access to the accounts and the wallets. David, over to you.
We'll have all of the people in, all your co-op recovery people in, probably in the next 48 hours. I had to do a lot of work to see, to amalgamate all the funds that were in the co-op 50-50. Then I had to figure out all of the people that you already have in the co-op crowd and how many people are left that aren't in co-op crowd yet. So I've got all of that done now. All of the numbers are done now. And I know how much help I need to provide you guys as far as the financial support that I said that I was going to provide for you guys. So we've got all that done now. And yeah, so it should everything should be done in the next 48 hours. You'll be able to start disseminating or distributing the donor keys and passwords to all your teammates there. And there's people that are already receiving funds in Co-op Crowd.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Heinrich, Greg is trying to come in as well. So if you can make a plan there, he's just trying to join as well. So David, any other message that you got to our Recovery Drive members regarding Co-op Crowd?
Yeah, listen, let's get down to the brass tacks, like the bottom line, right? Like everyone who's listening right now, there's several things that you want to know. You want to know what it is we're doing. You want to know how much it costs. You want to know what you need to do, and you want to know what you're going to get for doing it, right? That's what we all want to know. So what we're doing is crowdfunding. And as everybody knows, crowdfunding is legal in every country in the world. We just do it better than everybody else, anywhere else in the world. So we're crowdfunding. And when people say, well, what is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding allows anybody, man, woman, or child, business or charitable organization to set up a site online and to ask the outside population to donate to their cause. And that's what crowdfunding is. We just happen to do it, as I say, we just happen to do it better than any other entity on planet Earth. The cost for our system to be in Co-op Crowd, there's two different cooperatives. The first one is $1 a day. So it's $1 a day. That $1 a day is paid every 28 days. And we'll get back to that in a moment because we have a different type of setup here. So we'll get back to that in a moment. So it's $1 a day. The second one that we have is $10 a day. And again, that's paid every 28 days. So those are the two ways in which you can get in. Those are the costs of your donation for which when you come in. The other thing is that what do you need to do? So what each person needs to do, the minimum amount of what each person needs to do to be successful and to begin to live debt-free, stress-free, and financially free in Co-op Crowd is to invite 3 or more people. When you invite 3 people to the $1 a day, it means that your donation is now covered. You've got no more obligation. As long as those 3 people are active, you've got no more obligation. So each of us in a cooperative, we each invite 3 or more. Now, when you invite 3, that covers your donation, you know, on an ongoing basis so that every 28 days it's withdrawn automatically from your wallet. So that covers that, right? So that's cool. And it doesn't matter whether it's $1 a day or the $10 a day. You need 3 people in each of those to cover your donation that is sent out every 28 days. That's what you need to do. What can you receive for doing that? What you can receive for doing that is an unlimited amount of donations coming into your wallet every single second of every single day for the rest of your life. So as long as we each invite 3, then that covers us forever. And we will continue to receive an ever-increasing amount of donations into our wallet every single day. Now, we can invite more than 3. You know, like for example, I've so far invited, I don't know the exact number, but I think it's 82 people. I've so far invited 82 people to my personal Co-op Crowd crowdfunding system, right? Because of the fact that I've invited 82 people personally, I'm going to end up receiving a lot more in donations than someone who has only invited 3, right? Because it only makes sense. I'm working harder than the other persons, so I'm going to receive more in donations. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how this works. I think Greg's on right now. I can't see everybody that's on, but I think Greg's on right now. I invited Greg to Co-op Crowd. Greg is somebody that I invited. He, however, is receiving more in donations than I am. Even though I created the system, Greg is receiving more in donations than I am because he's working harder or smarter, as he might like to say, than I am. So he's receiving more in donations, right? So if Robert invites somebody, the person that Robert invites has an equal opportunity to achieve maximum success as Robert did, even though he got invited before the person that he invited, right? So it's a very fair system, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is, and some people say, well, is it crowdfunding? Is it an MLM? Is it a Ponzi? Is it a pyramid? Is it this? Is it that? Here's what I can tell you. The amount of money that everybody has the opportunity to receive in Co-op Crowd, you can call it a peanut butter sandwich for all I care, because this system flat out works, right? Now, here are the most important things that you need to know in a system. Number one, what do I need to do? I already told you. Number two, what am I going to get for doing it? I've already told you. You have an unlimited amount. You can receive an unlimited amount. And by the way, when I say an unlimited amount, I mean an unlimited amount. Within the next 6 months, we will have people in Co-op Crowd receiving in excess of 15 million US dollars every single 28 days. 15 million US dollars every single 28 days. So when I say unlimited, it is unlimited, right? Now, doesn't mean that you're going to receive $15 million or somebody else is going to receive 20 or somebody else is going to receive 10 or 1, because it's based on our own efforts. But because you have an opportunity to receive an unlimited amount, the sky is the limit. How hard do you want to work? How much in donations do you want to receive? Effort in, effort out, right? So the next most important thing that you want to know is, when am I going to receive my money? Right? We've all seen business, quote unquote, businesses that are out there that say they're going to pay 5% a day or 1% a day or some amount, but you can't get your money. So you have money sitting there, but you can't access it. In Co-op Crowd, because I know how important it is for people to have access to their money. I also know how important it is for people to believe in the system. So if you receive $10 today in Co-op Crowd, you can take that $10 out today. If you receive $10,000 tomorrow in Co-op Crowd, you can take that $10,000 out tomorrow. If you receive $1 million, you can take that $1 million out. So you have immediate access to your funds. That right there should tell everybody that's listening that Co-op Crowd is a legitimate business that I want to join, because I have immediate access to my money. Right? Like, I mean, if you didn't have access to your money, I wouldn't believe the company. But if you have immediate access to your rewards for your efforts, then that's a company you want to put your efforts into, because they aren't doing anything to keep your money from you. Now, in speaking about keeping the money, we are all, and I'm speaking of myself as well, we are all forgetful at times. We don't want people to miss a single minute of donations. So we hold back the $28 plus the fee. So I think it's a $28.28. So we hold back that in your wallet. So when your subscription is due, it pays it automatically out of the wallet on your behalf, so you don't have to think about it. We also hold back because we've got the 10X, right? So that means that's $280. We also hold back the funds for the $280 so that you can move up into the higher level. And when it's time to renew, we hold that back as well. Now, you, as the owner of your system, you can turn that off. So if you don't want to receive any more donations, you don't want to go to the higher level, you can turn that off. So we're not a dictatorship here. We give you the ability to do that which you see fit. So if you want to turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. If you want to turn it back on at some point, turn it back on. But remember, if you turn it off, that means once you lapse, you can't receive more donations. So everything that you have available is available to you, and I can explain the entire system in 5 seconds. All right. Register, become an active donor, help 3 or more become active donors, teach duplication. Let me say it again. Register, become an active donor, help 3 or more become active donors, teach duplication. If each one of us online right now, and the people that we talk to, if we all do that, we will all have more money than we will know how to spend. No ifs, no ands, no buts. Because just doing that, you can receive, and I'm not going to say the number right now, but I'm sure some of the guys that are here, they'll explain it to you. But just by inviting 3, who invite 3, who invite 3, who invite 3, you can receive more in donations than most people receive in 10 lifetimes. And you can receive that every single year. So we've got something going on here. We're about to change the world. We're about to make our personal dent in the universe. And we're about to make the world a much better place for us all to live. We're about to wake up dreams. And lastly, because we do something, again, that no other system on planet Earth does. We have a pay it forward system. And in our pay it forward system, we do something that no one has ever done before. We turn givers into receivers. And let me explain that for you. And I'll just use the Red Cross because the Red Cross is a charity that virtually everyone has heard of. So I'll use the Red Cross. Imagine that you went to the Red Cross and you gave the Red Cross $100 because you know the Red Cross does good works around the world. So you gave the Red Cross $100. Imagine that they turned around and gave you $30 back. How awesome would that be? That is what we do in Co-op Crowd. So when we give it forward, and let's say that I'm already in the system and I give Robert a call, and I say, hey, Robert, I joined Co-op Crowd because I want to become debt-free, stress-free, and financially free in the next 84 days. Is there something that you could use more money for? And Robert will say, yes, I would like to pay off my mortgage. I would like to make sure that my kids go to the best colleges. And boy, oh boy, would it be awesome to buy my mom a new house. So I say to Robert, I can help you, and I'm going to pay it forward so that you can join Co-op Crowd. The only thing that I ask of you, Robert, is that you pay it forward for at least 3 other friends. And if Robert's, and by the way, Robert, for you to pay it forward for at least 3 other friends, it's going to be $28, $28, $28. So it's going to be a total of $84 plus whatever fees are attached with that. Robert says, I'm in, right? So now in my back office, I send Robert a token. He's activated in 1/10 of a second. Then I say, Robert, do you have a cryptocurrency account? Robert says, yes. I tell Robert to go to purchase co-op tokens, and he can buy his 3 co-op tokens right there in his back office, and it'll take literally a 1.5 minutes. If Robert says, no, I don't have a cryptocurrency account, I'll say, Robert, can you send me $100, whether it be by PayPal or Cash App or whatever we have around the world, you know, our banking app. Robert says, yes, I'm going to send you $100. I now send Robert those 3 tokens. And Robert's now ready to give it forward to his 3 friends. It takes about 10 minutes to have that conversation with Robert, and we're done. And now he does the same thing. I receive donations from the person that Robert invites. Robert receives donations, and 7 other people receive donations. It is the most beautiful thing you will ever see in your entire life. And if I was to describe it, I would describe it like this. If you took the smartest minds from a math perspective and you put them all in a room, and then you took the smartest minds from a marketing perspective and you put them in a room, and then you took the smartest minds in a home-based business arena and you put them in a room, and now you've got this big room with all these smart people, and you say to them, do not come out of that room until you have a system that can help 100% of the people on planet Earth become debt-free, stress-free, and financially free. The only system that they could possibly come out with is what we have here in Co-op Crowd. It is the perfect system. $1 a day, help 3 friends, teach duplication, we're done. That means that in a day or a week, however long it takes for us to find those 3 friends that we want to help. And by the way, when we help those 3 friends, when I give Robert a token for $28, I become a receiver, because I receive 30%, an average of 30% from that token that I gave Robert. That's why I said for the first time ever, givers become receivers in Co-op Crowd. It is absolutely the perfect system. We can all do it. And the only thing that I have to say right now is let's get busy with it.
Thank you so much, David, for those words and for attending and giving us your valuable time. I really appreciate it. And also from the forum, and I'm pretty sure every Recovery Drive member, thank you for your generous offer that we can move everybody over, and convincing the forum. We had a few headbutts around the whole issue. You had 2 times the offer, and eventually we saw the light. And yeah, really from the bottom of our hearts, and I know you share from your heart, thank you very much. And at this point in time, I also want to ask Greg to share from his heart what is on his heart regarding the Recovery Drive, because he's been your right-hand man and left-hand man and wingman and everything. Greg, over to you.
Hey, thank you so much. Listen, I want to start off. I don't want to overcook anybody's grits on here, because I'm sure you guys have heard a lot from Robert and from David and things of that nature. But I will tell you, in my dealings with Robert and some of the leadership, you guys are in good hands. I think you guys already know that. We've all been around the block quite a few times with different deals, and to finally find a home, that's what we have here, a home. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for David T. Rosen. I have a marketing background as well. I vetted the situation. I see David's heart. And this is a system that's been 20 years in the making, okay? And I want you guys to know that sincerely. And it's designed to eradicate global poverty and wealth inequality. But it takes all of us to become debt-free, stress-free, and financially free through this particular system. And what I love about this system, what it's doing, is going to demonstrate to us and the rest of the world the unique power of our relationships in the internet. When you're able to harness it like this system does and direct and manage it, it can create wealth beyond our self-limiting beliefs. That's what I know about this within 84 days. All that is required is that you believe. That is it. I don't care if you've been beat up from the feet up. We've all been around the block. But this is the one that you have one more bullet in your chamber, pull the trigger. The way in which we put this process together, I mean, we're talking about turning financial chaos into financial harmony through this system and the approach that we now put in place. We're talking about paying it forward for 3 people, blessing 3 people's lives, one time out of pocket, and they in turn do the exact same thing. And that domino effect of giving from our hearts, truly giving from our hearts, the boomerang effect is receiving 10, 100 times more than that. And we can affect the global planet like never before. I don't think I have to remind you guys of what's going on around this planet. There's just so much divide and conquer that's taking place. And finally, we have a platform that we can come together. It doesn't matter your age, your race, your gender persuasion, none of that matters here. It's just about your willingness to cooperate, come together, apply this system and give from your heart and watch what we do with this world. This planet needs this right now. And that's why I'm here. I'm giving my soul to this. I've committed to David. I've committed to you guys. And if you reciprocate that kind of intensity and that kind of effort, I promise you, we will make history together. We will make history together. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention.
Rick, thank you for your time as well and standing behind us. We know we can always count on you and David. And like we said, this is a cooperative. We are all helping each other and helping other people through the system. So if there are any members on here that may want to do some comments and give some comments or have a question to either David or Greg, please feel free. We always said that we are totally transparent. There's no hiding around here, or hiding behind the bushes. So please unmute yourself or raise your hand. And I'm sure from our previous Zoom we had earlier today, we had 60 very, very happy funders, and a lot of them are on here as well. So please raise your hands, ask a question, or do a comment.
Just to talk about, your funders, I just want to sort of throw something in there to sort of help your funders understand what we're truly doing here. Is that when you give money, for example, let's say that you wanted to give $1,000, let's say you wanted to give 5,000, 10,000. When you give money, and we are, and by the way, I put 100,000 of my own dollars in to help other people, right? So I'm doing the exact same thing. So when I'm talking about right now, I'm not just simply talking because I feel like talking. I'm saying these things because I do the exact same thing. When I go outside in the beautiful city of Toronto, which I think is the greatest city in the world, we still have homeless people. We still have single parents that can't feed. We still have households that can't feed their children, right? We have unemployed, we have underemployed. They deserve our help. They're out there working, they're trying their best, but because everything is so expensive, they can't make ends meet. So I have put, and it's not just now I've said this, Greg will tell you, I've been saying this for 3 months, that I'm putting 100,000 of my own money into helping other people. That's going to allow me to help 3,000 people in the city of Toronto. That $100,000 is going to allow me to help 3,000 people in the city of Toronto. So here's what's going to happen. And it doesn't matter whether it's $1,000 or whether it's $3,000 or whatever the amount is. Here's what's going to happen is that those 3,000 people that I am blessing and I am helping to get started, each one of those people that actually do something, whether they go out and they invite one person, whether they go out and invite 2 people, whether they go out and they invite 3 who invite 3, each one of those people is now giving back to me. So my help that I gave to them, the generosity that I gave to them is now being returned to me. And here's the thing, is that it's going to be returned to me thousands and thousands and thousands of times over. Because that one person who helps another person, who helps another person, who helps another person, ultimately turns into tens of thousands of people giving to that individual who I originally helped. Now those thousands of people are giving to that person, but they're also giving to me as well. That is the beauty of this cooperative. We can help other people, and when we help those other people, we're actually helping ourselves as well. And not only are we helping ourselves, we're helping the 9 other people that are above us. So this is a cycle that we are creating. Give, share, receive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And all the other members,
Thank
we've
you,
seen the
David.
comments.
Great.
I want to, on this call, also thank the entire forum, thank the admin ladies, all the other, Ben, Heinrich, your spouses, my own other half. I will never not forget to thank her as well for her support. All right.
Especially if you want dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are so many people that have helped us get here, and this will only get better. I think from here, like I always said, the recovery drive will go into overdrive. So to David, to Greg, thanks for attending, and thank you for believing in us. And you will see great things happening from the recovery drive and all the single members here and all the different groups. We are so blessed to be able to talk to you guys directly. And that is the humbleness of both of you. And we, from the bottom of our heart, we all appreciate it. Thank you very much. And for the recovery drive members, thank you for your faith. Thank you for your trust in us. This is not a platform that will disappoint you. We've got David and Greg behind us. We've got the system to work. You will, within the next week, have access to your accounts. And if you don't have 3 personals yet, believe me, they will be coming very quickly, as well as you bring in people, share this opportunity.
By the
David,
way,
you wanted to
Rob,
say something, yes.
Let me just say something else, and this is really super important as well, is I want you guys to understand, all of you people that are here, we've all seen businesses come and we've seen businesses go. Whether it's a business that's online, whether it's a restaurant that opens up around the corner, most businesses fail. Let me help you to understand something so that you know that what we're doing here will outlast us all. Is back in 2001, I created the world's first crowdfunding system. That system is still going on today. I have a team of people that you don't see. There's an army of people behind me that are doing the programming, that are doing the marketing, that are doing the research and development, that are doing the support. There's a huge team of people that you don't see that's all contributing to our success. This system is not only going to supply you with passive receiving, passive donations, it's also going to supply your next generation and your generation after that. The things that we are doing here today will continue to help our grandchildren's grandchildren and their children long into the future. So what we're doing here is legacy wealth. It's not just what are we doing on Saturday. We're creating legacy wealth here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Colin, you want to say something? Sorry, Robert.
Yeah, Ben, Heinrich, Robert, and then to Greg and David from one South African. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You saved me from the trenches, I promise you. I've got a long story. One day maybe you'll hear it. But I just say thank you.
Hey, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Anybody else for a comment before we close off tonight? Because there is lots of work to do behind the scenes. Like David said, there are people behind us as well. And we've got to get this going. We've got to get this transition going quickly. And I think, David, we will talk tomorrow again. It is now quite late in the evening here. And once again, to you and Greg, thank you for your support. And yeah, let's go move forward. And like Greg always says, we're not going to see you at the top. We're going to see you over the top. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Sleep well, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you.
Bye.
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 Cheers, everybody.